now that we have our header just the way we want it, I'm going to take all of those elements and create something called a library element. Now this library element is similar to many other applications. Some applications call them components, some call them nodes. Think of it as a small bit of text or content that is added to your website from a central repository. So what I mean is we're going to make 5 or 6 pages, web pages, but we want the same header on every web page. That way, if we decide we want to add a new menu item, we go back to the original item, add a menu item, and it's completely updated on all of the pages that we're building. This is how you really want to think out and think through when you build a website. Using Dreamweaver, that's one step, but actually using it productively, that's another. And so hopefully you can take this one step and see how powerful this is when working with bigger projects. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I want to select everything in this div tag. So I'm going to go down here where it says div.menu. I'm going to select that and I'm going to press Control X. I'm going to cut that right out. All right, and I'll close up my style sheets here and I'm going to open up my files area. Now, we've played with this for a while, but let's go into another tab here called Assets. Now, what's great about assets is you have 2 things that are really important. 1, your favorites, and 2, your site-wide settings. Okay, we'll talk about some of these here in just a second. These color palettes are very important because this will give us the opportunity to select each of these colors and store them in your favorites. And we're going to do that here in just a second. Here are links, if we had links, flash elements, which we're going to be using here in just a little bit, shockwave elements, video elements, scripts, if we had scripts, our templates, which we're going to show you here in a little bit. But lastly is this thing down here called library. Okay. Now, you don't have any library elements right now, so let's create one. So I'm just going to go down here to this little plus sign. All right, we're going to choose a new library element here, and I'm going to call this my main menu in the header. All right, we'll double click to open this element, and essentially this is just like a web page. You have an entire blank canvas to work on. I'm not even going to mess with this. I'm just going to hit Control V to paste. Okay, so all my stuff is added here. Now I'm going to save this. I'm just going to close this and hit yes for saving, and I want to add this back in here. So the way I'm going to do that is hit Insert. Okay, now if you notice, it's highlighted in yellow, but if I preview this, I'm back to normal. Okay, all my links are gone, but I'm back to normal. Everything is good. Okay, so how do I get that link on there? Because right now there's nothing. So I'll link that to the index page. There's a couple of ways to do this. One, you could double click right here and open it again. Okay, so I'll go ahead and make that a link. Okay, I'll just do a £sign for now, just to make it easier, because I want to do links on their own. All right, close this. And when I close that, it's going to say, wait a minute, do you want to update the files that have this library element? And I'm going to say update. And it says done, so I'll hit close. And now when I preview this, okay, F12 is the shortcut to preview. Notice that this automatically works now. So it's pretty amazing that you can quickly build library elements just like this throughout your web pages. Okay, I'm going to add one more library element, and that's going to be a Flash document here. And our padding is going to be off, so we're going to have to tweak this padding a little bit. We'll come back and do our final tweak adjustments here in a little while. All right, let's create a new library element. Okay, this is going to be our Flash quote. I'll double click on it, and now I'm going to add a piece of Flash element. Now there's a couple ways to do this. You can go to Insert, Media, Flash. Okay, you can also go to this little icon here and choose Flash. So we'll go ahead and add a Flash file. In the Flash document, or Flash folder, excuse me, you'll see a quotes _ AS1. Okay, we'll hit OK. And for accessibility issues, we can say this is the random quote. Hit OK. And there it is. It's got our Flash file in here. We're going to talk more about using Flash and Dreamweaver in another lesson. But now that we have our Flash file in here, we'll hit Save. We'll close this. And I want to add this to my template, or add this to my page here. So I can just drag and drop just like that, right in there. So now I've got a Flash element added, my text added. Where else would you use this library system? Well, anytime that you have anything that needs to be updated all over the site. So in reality, if I wanted to, I can add this gloss logo to my library. So that way, if I want to, let's say, change the alt tag, right? Remember that text that we added right here that says site logo? Maybe we want to change that to our phone number. Call for more information. Well, we can just change it one time in this library, and it will change everywhere on every page automatically, which is really, really powerful if you think about it. All right, with that said and done, I feel like we've built the shell of our website perfect. I mean, we've got all the pieces that we want. Let me just refresh here. We've got everything in its place. Now we're ready to populate this thing and get all of our pages built and ready to go. So